Hello, everyone. Welcome to our AI by Drinkizz session 6. I'm always excited to discuss with you. And today, the topic will be how to scale your business with AI on data modeling. The use case we will explore are based on ChatGPT, as you can see, O.N.E no-code database, and our own Drinkizz experience. Now, let's dive into what we will cover in this session. Here is our plan for today. We will learn how AI can assist business users to define needs, process, glossary, and codification. How AI can assist IT team to accelerate data modeling and database creation. We will see some Drinkizz use case and the AI solutions applied at Drinkizz. We will end the session with some AI news. This session will include theory and practical example. This helps you understand how to use this idea in real life. We will balance theory and practice to show AI can grow your business with data modeling. Now let's get started. Let's see now how AI can assist business users to define the business needs. The primary objective here is to identify and articulate specific business requirements. For example, at Drinkizz, we use WooCommerce and external e-commerce platforms such as BeFood and Shopee Food for our online sales. Our need is to define a smooth process to integrate online sale data into O.N.E to ease the data management process. This helps align sales data with inventory, order management, and business analytics. To reach this objective, our business users use AI tools like ChatGPT to accelerate the writing of their business needs. Let's see now how AI can assist business users to guide business process. The main purpose here is to write down how the business works. This means showing the step, activities, and options in the organization work. At Drinkizz, we write down every step of the sale process, from placing an order to completing the order. This helps to keep our operation consistent and efficient. AI like ChatGPT help our business user analyze existing workflow to identify bottleneck and suggest improvement. How AI can assist business user to define the glossary. The objective here is to establish a common vocabulary for business and IT team to ensure clear and consistent communication. At Drinkizz, we need to ensure that all departments use the same terminology when referring to product, customer, and process. The glossary ensures everyone is on the same page, reduce misunderstanding. The AI here helps Drinkizz business user to compile a comprehensive glossary that includes terms like customer purchase order with the term CPO, inventory, and their definition. How AI can assist business users to define the codification. The goal here is to develop coding system and standard to ease the data management. At Drinkizz, our business user define the coding system based on the established glossary and process. For instance, they create unique code for each product category and subcategory to ensure consistency. AI ensure that all data has the correct code by checking and following coding rules. Now, let's move on how AI can help the IT team with data modeling. Before we start, let's cover some important concepts. From this slide, we will define the key concepts that we need to know before starting data modeling. Here are these key concepts like primary key, business code, record, index, transactional data, logical data model, metadata, attribute, conceptual data model, entity, constraint, relationship, data type, reference data, and foreign key. Let's define each of these key concepts. Let's define primary key. It represents a unique identifier for each record in a table, and it cannot be modified. For example, the customer ID in the customer table. Foreign key to maintain relationship between business objects. Order ID, for example, here we have the order ID in the order details table. Business object, a business code, what is it? It represents a unique identifier for a business object. For example, code 001 identifies a specific product. Attribute, it represents a specific details about a business object. For example, attribute of product like name, price, and description. Data type, it defines the kind of data that can be stored in a field. For example, order date field use a date data type. Entity, it represents a real-world object or concept. For example, we have the customer, product, order, entities. Relationship, it represents the connection between entity in the database. For example, here we have one-to-many relationship between customer and order. We will see the example later. So here I just give some definition. Index, it improves query performance for faster data access. For example, an index on the email field in a customer table. So now let's define the record. The record, it is a single data item in a table made up of field or attribute, each holding specific information. Example, a customer record may include field like customer ID, name, address, and customer information. Constraint, it represents the rules applied to data column keep the data accurate. For example, here, the no null constraint on the price field. The metadata, it helps users understand the content and structure of data. For example, metadata for a document include author and creation date. Reference data, it represents the data used to classify or categorize other data. For example, country code or currency code used across the system. Transactional data, it captures the details of business transactions. For example, sale transactions, purchase order, and payment record are all transactional data. The conceptual data model explain business needs and help communicate between business users and IT team. Example, the entity plus relationship in a conceptual data model. And the last one is the logical data model. It describes how data is organized in the system, including entity, attribute, and relationship. It focuses on data structure, such as primary key, foreign key, and rules, without considering how it physically stored in the database. For example, here we have entity plus attribute plus constraint plus relationship in logical data model. Let's see how now the concept with concrete example. As you can see here, a product record include a field like identifier, name, price, and from this table, we can see the product entity has two records. Attribute. We can see here the attribute of product like identifier, name, and price. Here, the product identifiers such as prod 2202, prod 0402, and so on is the foreign key in the order table. Customer, product, order are all the entity or table in the database. The identifier like cost 001, cost 002 are primary key in the customer table. So here is the overview of all of key concepts. So if you need to have more information about all of these key concepts, you can access to the below link to have the details and some example for the key concept before starting the data modeling. So here, the unique constraint is applied on the email field of customer table. It means the email in the customer table should be unique. We can see the relationship one-to-many between customer and order. Here we see that order date attribute using a date data type and order attribute use integer data type. From this data model, we can see also that an index on the order table, on the order field, it's applied to improve query performance for faster data access from this table. So this diagram is a logical data model. Now let's see how AI can assist IT team. So before I explain this part, so we see that, okay, first, AI assists business users to accelerate their writing needs, define the glossary, define the codification, and now we move to see how AI can assist IT team to create data model. To create the data model, we start by identifying business needs and translating them into data requirement. This involves defining entity, attribute, relationship, and constraint to ensure the data model align with business objective. Based on business requirement, IT team use diagram show me chat GPT, as you can see here. So we can use this GPT. It's called diagram show me from chat GPT to create the logical data model. But note that a specific and clear prompt must be provided to the chat GPT in order to achieve a great result. As you can see in this slide, we have our business needs. We provide this business needs to the chat GPT, and the GPT that we use, it's called diagram show me, and the diagram show me understand our needs, our prompt, and provide the end result, which is the logical data model. Implementing the no-code database involves generating the physical data model automatically after creating the logical data model. AI here accelerates this process, making database creation faster and more efficient. After getting the logical data model from ChatGPT, the IT team can use this data model to create the database in Knack. And after creating the following data model, Knack no-code database will automatically generate the physical data model for you. As you can see in this slide, I create the previous data model that I just get from AI, and I create this data model in the no-code database, which is Knack, and Knack generates automatically the physical data model, as you can see in this slide. Now, let's look at some specific use case at Drinkizz. For example, a sale process involves managing customer, order payment, inventory, and delivery. By writing and analyzing this process, we ensure efficiency and consistency in our operations. From the process in this slide, we have the process step, the description of each step, and the entity involved in each step. This process belongs to sale process that Drinkizz team follow during their operations. Another use case involves creating a comprehensive glossary based on the business process. This ensures that everyone at Drinkizz use the same terminology, which help reduce misunderstanding and improve communication across departments. From this slide, we can see for each entity, such as customer, customer purchase order, product, and so on, we have a description that all the Drinkizz team understand and each entity follows specific coding rules. So this one, it's understanding by all of Drinkizz team. So when someone talk about CPO, internally at Drinkizz, we know what is it CPO and which rules the CPO, which code format the CPO follow. At Drinkizz, codification means creating a system of code based on glossary and process. So here we should note that without the process, the clear process, of course, and the clear glossary, we cannot have a good coding system. So the coding system help manage data consistently and make sure all data follow the set coding rules. For example, customer entity follow the code format VNM cost BTC XXXX with VNM for Vietnam, cost for customer, BTC for B2C. And XXX represent the incremental number from 1 to N. It also can be the digital number, like 4 digits. At Drinkizz, our team understand the code. For example, if you can see from this slide, the code VNM cost B2C 001. Internally, our team know that this code it's represent the first B2C customer from Vietnam. VNM CPO B2C 2024 0621 001 is the first B2C order from Vietnam placed on 21 of June 2024. They can understand because we have clear process, clear glossary, and clear codification rules. So now, let's see the AI solution applied at Drinkizz. At Drinkizz, our organic natural energy drink, which we call O.N.E drink, represent more than just a beverage. It represents the innovation and the technology around no-code and AI that we use to improve our business and customer experience. Mastering your data means mastering your business. The right way to master your data is from the right option of your tools and the digital strategy. At Drinkizz, we use many no-code and AI, as you can see from this slide. We use a lot of no-code and AI solutions to improve and automate our operations. All the tools here are no-code and AI. This includes a tool to accelerate data modeling with ChatGPT, as we saw previously. To centralize data in a no-code database, we use O.N.E. To virtually assist customer at any time with the AI chatbot, we use ChatBase. To analyze our data with ChatGPT Advanced Data Analysis. To automate data integration with Make, and all of data that we store in O.N.E, we backup by using a no-code tool that called Simple Backup. The no-code and AI help us improve our process, reduce cost, and improve user productivity. So for more information about our IT infrastructure, you can contact me and I will explain each level deeply, each level from this IT infrastructure. So now we can move on question and answer. I'm done with my presentation.
Okay, thank you, Bastien. So a very interesting presentation again, and we can use the chat. We are not too many this time during this session, so feel free to write your question on the chat if you want. I have at least one or two questions for you
Yes.
during your presentation. The first one is about how can I say that? The perimeter of the data model for a company like Drinkizz is quite already important, even though we are a startup, because we have the sales, the manufacturing, the human resource, the legal, the accounting. Can you explain a little bit how we arrange the different business domain on how we can make real this business domain in a solution like NAC database no code?
Can you repeat again? I don't get you well. So if you can repeat slower,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
So my question is about the business data model.
Yes.
The business data domain. The business data domain.
Yeah.
Because we cannot have data modeling at once for all the perimeter of the data
Exactly.
model.
Exactly.
So we need to have an enterprise architecture to arrange the different business concepts per big business domain.
Yeah.
So it may be interesting to have some advices from you about this topic, and also how is it possible with a no-code database like Knack to make these data domains real, alive?
Okay. Now I understand. Yes. So, of course, at Drinkizz we have this kind of case. For example, we have four or three departments like marketing, production, R&D, and sales. And each department, they have their needs. Okay. So they have their needs. So it does not mean that each day, when they have their needs, we need to build the data model according to their needs. And also we build the data model. First, we need to have the business needs from each day. Okay. So we have the business need from each day. After having this business need, the IT team will understand, okay, each day will communicate. So that's why we create a kind of key domain. For example, the domain for marketing, domain for production, domain for R&D, and each domain they need to have a table who will communicate with each department. So to do that, we need to understand clearly the needs of each domain, each dep. After understanding the needs of each department, and we will create which we call the business process. After creating the business process, we will define the business, we will define the glossary. So I can say that, okay, for example, if I take production and sales, production, they produce the product, but this product, it's used by sales team. So sales team should understand the code of product from production part. So in IT part, we know that there is a communication or the relationship between production depth or production domain and sales domain. So after having this kind of understanding, we will create a big data model that connect each depth. When we will have the big data model, we can implement or integrate this data model that communicate with each key domain in Knack. When we will have this data model in Knack, we will come with user management. So what does it mean? In user management, in the no-code database, it's easy to manage. So for example, sales department, they don't have this ability to access to production data, but they just access to the data that production team or production department share to them, because they can communicate together. But all of data like R&D, the quality of product, all of this data, it cannot be seen by sale, even if they communicate. So we just found some point that can link both domains. And it's very easy with no-code database like Knack to manage this kind of user management.
No, this is interesting because for the audience, one point interesting, and we have a question maybe in the chat, but is that usually in big companies, the IT is based on many different databases. So this is very difficult to have a good level of quality of the data because often the data is duplicated. We have data duplication, the same data several times saved in different databases. This is what we name the silo in the big corporations. In a company like Drinkizz, a small and medium company, when we are speaking on explain and sharing with you the fact we use AI on the database O.N.E, we really have a unified database. So we have no duplication of data. So this is really high level of quality. But it doesn't mean that internally within this database, we don't have an enterprise architecture approach. It means that the table are not systematically linked with each other without taking care of the integrity rules on the security, on user policies. And what is interesting with O.N.E database, that is a no-code database, is we can arrange the table by group, like the cluster of tables that will be able to communicate with each other with some relationship. And at the time this cluster must communicate with another cluster of tables, we have a specific link that is a little bit different from the usual link that allow us to ensure that we have a good segregation of the business domain we want to manage to avoid a big mess in terms of relationship between the tables. This is a part that is important also to consider. But of course, this is not so simple. So if some of you in the audience now or later, you need some support on more information on this topic of enterprise architecture, we are here also to share that with you. So we have a question maybe in the chat. Do you mean IT team play a role of building a glossary for all departments to understand terms in daily operations? Interesting question. So
yes.
I'll let you answer.
Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting. So as I say, the glossary is the definition of term of from process. So if all of team in the business should be involved to define the glossary. So it's help all team to understand each term from the business process. So yes, of course, the IT team also can play a role on building a glossary for all departments to understand terms in daily operations.
Actually, this is exactly that. So I think there is two key advantages to involve IT team in the process of building the glossary. The first one is we need, as IT guys, to be sure that the glossary is aligned with the primary key, let's say, on the foreign key that we use in the data model. Because if you have a business glossary that is not relevant with the data model, there is no return of investment. We just have a set of definition, but at the time we have a look at the user interface. At the time we have a look at the data in the different tools we use. We have not a clear relation between the business glossary and the reality of the software, on the user interface, on the database. So the role of the IT guys is to consider that the granularity of the different terms we define in the business glossary and the way we build the codification is totally good for the data modeling. This is the first point. The second point is to consider that when we create a business glossary, we need to erase, to remove all ambiguities in the definition, all duplication of terms. And sometimes it's good to have a person that has a good methodology, let's say, to build and to maintain the business glossary. And this is not a skills that are naturally that is naturally existing in the business users, because business users are in their different business departments. and they don't have the global vision of all the concern on the issue, on the topic of the company. So the person that is able to have this global vision is often the IT guys. And thanks to this global vision, we will ensure that there is no duplication, no ambiguities in the construction of the glossary. But it's good. It's a good question. So maybe we have another. Okay, so this is clear for the answer.
And
no,
also,
I
would like to add something from your question, the first question. So also, we face this kind of problem during our digital journey. Like we found some ERP system that does not fit with a data model. So you can consider that, okay, if your business has a data model, you should have a good or a wide tool that fit with your business needs or with your data model. So many systems that it's fixed. So you should follow their data model. But with no code Knack database, you can create your data model and it will fit with your data model, whatever the size or the table that will contain your data model. Knack no-code database can be able to take in charge all of these tables or the data model that you just create. So I would like to add this point. Yeah.
Okay, so we have another question by why. So have you ever applied AI in data cleansing or processing? If yes, can you share a bit about approach? So for the data cleansing, remember that you presented a use cases with to automatically fix the issue in a paper file when we want to scan a document and the text is
Exactly.
unclear.
We had already this kind of training session, and the main task that we did with ChatGPT, it was to found from the document that does not have clear information. So we use ChatGPT with a good prompt to recognize the information inside of this PDF file. So it means I have from the input, I have one file with unclear information, and I can use ChatGPT to try to understand. And in my prompt, I force ChatGPT. If it does not understand, no need to go forward. But if you can fix it directly, okay, you give me the information that it's not clear. And it was, I think that the result was good because I did many example, and yeah, we did it.
Okay, nice. Yes, we use ChatGPT, of course. Yes, well, of course we could use another one, but ChatGPT is, let's say, the leader, one of the best. Maybe for the code generation for a software developer, we can think about Anthropic, for example.
Exactly.
But for the process on data management, ChatGPT surely the leader. Of course, ChatGPT in the right version for O, not the version that is totally free access. So time maybe is
yes, it's
a good time, let's say, now to move to the news. After we can come back to the question if we want. So maybe I will share my screen now so that I can.
I will give you the right of sharing, so you can
nice.
share your screen.
Okay,
nice. Yes.
Let me try.
Tell
me if you can see my screen. Is it okay?
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so this is a totally different topic than the one of Vinci, and this is a short format, a couple of minutes, because this is what we name in the AI by Drinkizz session the news. So something Vinci or I we had the opportunity during the week to read in the press or in the web or to test. And today I wanted to share with you the AI video crafting. You know, this is this ability from a text to generate automatically a video. This is text to video. So maybe some of you already use some tools, and in particular Sora, the tool Sora from OpenAI. But it's not so easy to use because there is a beta tester process, and this is a little bit huge EV to test. But more recently, the company Dream Machine released the solution Luma, that is, let's say, a competitor of Sora, but with easy access to make some try. So the quality of the video that are generated from the prompt are, let's say, less good than the one we can see with Sora. But I wanted to share with you these tools because I think this is interesting to test at least one time to feel a little bit how the market is evolving in this domain of the automatic video generation. Because for a company like Drinkizz, for the marketing, the publicity activity, maybe not right now, but not so far in the future, we will be able to rely on a tool like Luma to generate dedicated content video in our context of Drinkizz. So I did 3 or 4 try. I want to just share with you now the video I generated. So the first, okay, sorry. The first is this one. So here you have to read the prompt. So I copy paste in the slide here the prompt, and I play the video I obtained with Luma. So my prompt was this one: 1,000 sphere moving above a lake in a future world. So this is the text, and after maybe 3 or 5 minutes maximum, I automatically get this video. So this is very fast because with Sora, to make a try, maybe you have to wait a couple of hours or even the process never ending. So of course the prompt is not totally respected because I don't have 1,000 sphere. And if you observe the video at the end, we can also see that I have 2 spheres that merge into one only. But globally, we are in the good landscape. We have a sphere moving in the air above a lake and in a future world. So we cannot recognize any specific countries here. The second example is a little bit weird in terms of result, but let's read the prompt. An Asian woman drinking a can of organic natural energy at gym center in the past, 1950, in USA. So there are many criteria in my prompt. And I obtain this video, so we can observe that the individuals, the characters are a little bit weird with their body. The can that the woman in the front of the video at the end of the video drinks also has some weird behavior because the can change. We have 2 different cans during the process of drinking, but globally it works. Globally, we are in this gym center. We can feel that is not modern one. I'm not sure we can understand we are in US, but at the end we have a beautiful woman, Asian woman, with a good generation. There is no trouble with the face. Globally with the body. We just have a trouble with the can that this woman is drinking. But now imagine that in a couple of months, with a new version of Luma, we can enter to Luma the design of our can, Drinkizz, and then we use this type of prompt to generate some publicity. For sure, it will happen in the future. And by the way, I must also add that the prompt here is very simple because I didn't spend much time, but you can write a prompt in 1 pages. This is like with ChatGPT. More the prompt is detailed and smart, more the result is with the good quality. So I didn't make overtry with more detailed prompt, but we can imagine that there are many possibilities already today. The last test is more in a cartoon style. So I just request a blue bird flying in a red sky. So the bird is a little bit weird also because the wing, we have 2 wings when we start, and after we have only the feeling that the bird lost one of the wing. But globally, the job is done. We have a video with a red sky on a blue bird. And with Luma, last point, we can also extend an existing video. So from this video, I request Luma to add a couple of seconds of an additional video that is as follow. So the prompt is another bird in green color suddenly chase the blue bird and turn around him. So you see the end of the scene. So this is not perfect because we start to see a bird in the sky, but this is not the green bird. And at the end of the scene, we have like the feeling this is a third bird that is let's say used in the scene to terminate the video. But this is just a little defect, a little problem. And for the cartoon industry, we can imagine that it will will change the way we generate cartoon because if from a prompt we are able to generate such a scene, it is really amazing. And again, for Drinkizz company, for the marketing purpose, we could imagine also maybe later to be able to generate some interesting video using our can Drinkizz in such a cartoon. Okay, so we have a message in the chat. It will describe as Asia woman to of clothes she's wearing. Yes. So it was my news for today. So do not hesitate to make a try of this solution Luma. It's very easy to test.
Okay, thank you very much, Monsieur Pierre, for your great news. So we have some slides that we will finish. We share. So just make sure if you guys can see my screen.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here I would like to share with you guys an exciting offer from Drinkizz. We have a course called Mastering No Code and AI. This master class will help you learn the basic of no code and AI using real example from Drinkizz. The training session contains section 1. We will introduce you the no-code tools. Section 2, you will learn how to build a Knack application. Section 3, you will learn how to accelerate your data modeling with AI, as we explained previously. From section 4, you will learn how to set up Make for workflow automation. Section 5, you will learn how to set up a data backup. Section 6, you will learn how to create data reporting with ChatGPT. Section 7, you will learn how to create an AI chatbot with ChatBase. Section 8, we will have a quiz. So after the training, we will have a quiz of, like, let's say 20 questions. And then from the last section, it will be the question and answer to check your knowledge after being trained. This course shows how Drinkizz use no-code and AI to reduce IT costs and improve business. It is useful for any business size and help with growth and innovation. For more information, I just put the website and the link so you can have more information from from this training session, which we call Mastering No Code and AI. And another good offer that we have, it's a no code and AI starter pack to boost your business. Here is a quick overview of this 5-day program. Day 1, we understand your needs and context to provide the best support. Day 2, we explain how to use no code and AI for your business, including data management and security. Day 3, we set up your no-code database with ChatGPT as a data modeling assistant. Day 4, we install and demonstrate other no-code tools like data backup, AI chatbot, and email marketing. The last day, we provide a financial study with cost estimate and necessary skills for implementation. To have more details from this no-code and AI starter pack, you can access to the link below to have more information, or you can contact us. Our next session, AI by Drinkizz, number 7, is for July 3, 2024, at 9 a.m. CEST and 2 p.m. Vietnam time. In this session, Pierre Bonnet will explain how AI can be used to achieve financial independence in entrepreneurship. Thank you for joining us today. Please visit our website to subscribe to our newsletter. You can also follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Rassi. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you, everyone.
being
Yes.
there. And then see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.